Hello crafty friends! Today I'm making a scrapbook page using a kit from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. This kit is called Ledger and Type, and it's actually my first kit from them that I will be. It's not the first I've gotten, but it is the first that I'm actually making a scrapbook page for, because I love shopping, but I don't always use the stuff that I buy. So I am trying to change that in 2026. So this is a voiceover as I speed through a little bit of me going through the kit and trying to decide what papers I want to use and what I want to cut. And I decided to cut the cut apart journaling squares first. I still wasn't sure which one I was going to use, but I like to usually, if I really like the journal, this is why I said I like to shop. If I like the journaling squares, which I do like these, I will order another sheet if I like the other side. Doesn't always happen, but this particular time I did. So I do have another sheet of this, so I decided I was just going to cut up these journaling squares because I knew that I would use them. The rest of my video I actually kept in real time. I just edited out some of the pauses that I took while I was thinking about what I wanted to do. But other than that, I decided instead of showing you my process sped up and then me talking over it, I thought this time I would do a almost real-time video, just cutting out the sort of thinking moments. Okay, let's see. So I chose this paper out of the kit. This is the back. I'm going to use this whole piece because I'm going to scrap pictures of my family in our favorite place to go, which is Vermont. And I feel like this paper just reminds me of that. So it's actually not going to take a whole lot out of the kit to make this page. So I have two pictures. I'm going to just put the mats down for now because my son has asked me to not show his picture. He's a teenager, so I get it. So I'll just put the mats down, and then at the end I'll show foot close-ups, photos of the done page, and I'll just blur out his face so you can kind of see what the colors look like. Although I don't fully scrap with colors, like with the way the photos work. I'm a theme scrapper. So it doesn't really matter 100% what colors are in the photo. It's more about the theme and feel. That's sort of how I do it. So, I mean, my one son is wearing red shorts. I think it's going to be covered by this anyway. So, I'm not too worried about it. So, but that's, I think, where I'm going to put the mats. And then I have this sticker set that I got a while ago. And I'm going to use, I think, this Vermont. I think I'm going to put that here. And then with the sticker, the thickers, the alphabets that I got, I'm going to write home because this is our Vermont home. So now the other thing I thought was the words are going to get the letters are going to get a little lost because it's kind of the same color as the background. So I'm going to try and color the letters home with this alcohol marker, with this color, because it actually is very close to that. So then I'm going to bring that color down to here with my letters. So I'm going to do that real quick, and I will be right back. Hey, just a quick reminder, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so I got that colored. Now I have this from the kit, and I think I'm going to put that there. And then I have this frame that is from the laser cut. And I think I'm going to cut it and put half of it here and half of it here. So let me put this here for now. And then this I pulled from my stash from, I believe it was Simple Stories or an Echo Park. I just have a camping stash, and I think I'm going to put that here because if you know Vermont, there is a lot of moose there. It's like maple syrup, trees, skiing, and moose. That's sort of what their thing is there. That they're known for. Pulled out a few other things from either the kit or my stash. These are from the kit and this one. I had to cut them because the sticker sheet is off. So the colors of the top sticker were on. They weren't cut right. So I had to cut them, so they might be a little wonky, but you know, we make do, right? So I'm kind of going with this color scheme, and I have to kind of figure it out. I don't want to cover too much of this up because like I said, I love this. So this is going to be a really simple page. I do want to add some of these rub-ons, and I also have this from my stash. I think this is from the Dollar Tree that I might add, but let's get the rub-ons and see what we have here. So we have one that's kind of like this green. So let's cut it and put it somewhere and see what, if we like it. All right. So do we want to put it here maybe? I don't want to cover up too much of it. I like the stitching. I don't know. Maybe that one is not the right one. Let's cut this one. I like the blue because I have the blue. And then we can bring the blue up here. Let's see. I put it like that and cut it so that then I could bring that blue there like that. Okay, so we're going to put that there, and then this here. Okay, I'm actually going to cut this so that I have the other half. Where do we want to put it? Here. I like that. Okay, let's see. So because I'm not 100% sure, I'm going to put some powder on the back so that it doesn't stick, so that I can put it there and see if I like it. This would be a good time to get my tiny stapler out. And then we could, the sticker is very thin, put another there. Let's take the sticky off. And then put a staple there. Just there. Maybe there. The big thing we do in Vermont is hike. We don't do it where we live much at all, even though we have hiking trails. But we do it in Vermont. This is a very thin sticker. It's almost like washi. So we don't like that, but I do like the way that looks. I don't know if I like, I like the boot, but I don't know. Let's see. Might need another rub on there. So the other two out of my collection that I think are cute. Let's add some. me look at my photo and see if there's room to put that there. No, we're right on the edge. That might be cute. There. Put that there. I'm going to put another rub on there. And then this one, powder. Kind of like the black up there. So the picture right here would actually be good. Because this picture is a picture of where we stay. I don't know, the boot just doesn't go with the vibe. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do the boot. And then there's enjoy, which I think I'll put there too. Okay, so let's go back. Might use another one of these, but let's look more at some more of the rub ones. See what one we can put down here. We have brown, which is a possibility. I like this one. I don't want to cover it up because of this. If I put it there, you wouldn't see a lot of that. And that swatch is good. Okay. What about these? I also have, actually, it's not a rub-on, but it looks like it is, some Vicky Bouton washi tape that looks like that. I'll be right back. Okay, so this collection, I have, this is a travel collection of hers. I forget what it's called, but they're washies. They're all like really thin. So one of these could work down here. We could do this one right there. Or one with the black. I'm gonna cut them out and leave them there and see which one I like. Let's see which one we like better. There's this one. Okay. Kind of like the black. All right, now let's see this one. Which I don't know if we're gonna see as much. I think I like the black because it kind of ties in the black with the rest. Okay, I'm going to glue all this down and I'll be right back. Okay, I have everything glued down. I moved stuff around a little bit, put my pictures in. I hid the faces with little bubbles to make my son happy. I added another sticker from that Vermont sticker pack. I added some staples to do this little cluster with the tiny attacher. Well, was that Tim Holtz? And I added some paper, which I didn't originally talk about. It's from the kit. It's the cut apart, the journal strips. I made a little cluster here and added a tiny attacher, a little staple. I finished my little cluster here with my title and glued everything down. So my last step, I have this documented, which I was going to put on here, but no, I'll put that back with the pieces of the kit that I didn't use. I also had nature originally. I'm going to put my journaling here and here. I don't really have a lot. No, I guess I'll put that with my kit too. All right. So my last step is to add some enamel dots because I almost always add them. That color is close. Did not come with the kit, but I buy them often from Echo Park. Just a bunch of colors because when they have their sales. All right, so where do we want to put it? So we want to do that color. We want to do, I want to do this, which blue? I think I'm going to do that blue. I need to order some navy. I don't have any navy. Yeah, that's a good blue. And then the last color I was thinking was, should I do some green? I think I'm gonna add some of this dark green, although it's so close to the navy. I want kind of a color in between that. This green doesn't go. Pull the browns. I mean, that's kind of good, I guess. We want to do that brown. I think I want to do the green. All right. So let's put a cluster here. To do one here. And here, or here, or here. I think I'm going to do it here. And I think I'm going to call that page done. Just add some journaling and the date that this picture was taken, and clean up and put my kit away. This was pretty quick. My first time using the kit. I have a bunch of pieces left over. I added some out of my stash because I'm a theme scrapper. So I always have to go and get something that fits my mood and feel. So I went and got the Vermont stickers and my moose. I loved this, so I didn't want to cover this up. And I really liked the rub-ons. This was a fun page. So, all right. Well, here's a close-up of my finished page I did with the kit. I had so much fun using it, and I look forward to doing some more with this kit. It's probably more Vermont pages. I kind of had the feel. Thanks so much for watching. Have a crafty day.